Budget.
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 From the towering halls of national power to the bustling streets of local communities, the way we manage public resources shapes the lives of millions. Welcome to the intricate world of fiscal federalism and decentralization, where every layer of government plays a unique role in orchestrating the symphony of national progress. At the national level, the government holds the macroeconomic reins, steering the country toward prosperity. Here, decisions are made to allocate resources on a grand scale, prioritizing national security, economic growth, and social welfare. But beneath this, another level exists, the states or provinces, where regional leaders shape fiscal strategies that reflect their unique needs, guiding education, healthcare, and infrastructure within their borders. Venture further down, and you find the heart of governance, the local level. This is where budgets meet people's lives in the most direct way. From garbage collection to local policing, the services provided here affect communities in real time. Local governments work on the front lines, responding to immediate needs, ensuring that the pulse of the nation remains strong. Yet this is not just a top-down system. The interaction between national, state, and local governments is a delicate dance of negotiation, collaboration, and at times, contention. Resources flow through the veins of the system, sometimes smoothly, sometimes with friction, but always striving to balance national priorities with local needs. In this dance, missteps are inevitable. Aligning priorities, coordinating efforts, and managing resources require communication, transparency, and shared goals. But when governments work together, they create a cohesive fiscal strategy, one that promotes economic stability, supports sustainable development, and enhances the quality of life for all citizens. A dynamic, multi-layered effort to steward public resources wisely, ensuring that every corner of the nation can thrive. At the end of the day, it's about one common goal: building a transparent, equitable, and responsive system that truly serves the people. Across this vast and diverse landscape, a delicate balance is being struck. A balance between the resources that fuel progress and the communities that depend on them. Welcome to the complex world of resource allocation, where every decision shapes the lives of millions. At the national level, decisions are made on a grand scale. Priorities are set. Resources are allocated. The focus is on the big picture: national security, foreign policy, and large-scale infrastructure. But even as these decisions are made, the question looms: how do these national plans resonate with the unique needs of regions and communities across the country? Here at the state level, the national blueprint begins to take shape. State governments tailor their resources to the specific needs of their communities: education, healthcare, economic development. These leaders translate national priorities into real-world initiatives, ensuring that the funds reach where they're needed most. At the grassroots, the story becomes even more personal. Local governments are where policies truly meet the people, where clean streets, safe neighborhoods, and functioning schools rely on careful and strategic allocation of resources. These decisions impact everyday life in the most direct way. But the process is anything but simple. It's a complex dance of diplomacy, negotiation, and collaboration, where resources flow through layers of government in a delicate balance. And in this dance, the stakes are high. Every decision, every allocation affects lives, economies, and the future. In this grand theater of governance, the allocation of resources is more than just numbers on a page. It's the lifeblood of progress, equity, and opportunity. It's a commitment to fairness and a promise of a brighter future for all, where the power of government is harnessed to build stronger communities and a more prosperous nation. Across the globe, governments face a pivotal challenge: how to balance power, resources, and responsibility across a diverse landscape of cities, towns, and rural communities. This journey into fiscal decentralization is one of the most critical shifts in governance, where the decision-making process moves closer to the people it affects. Imagine a world where decisions about schools, hospitals, and public parks are no longer made by distant officials, but by the communities themselves, where the people who live in a neighborhood, who walk its streets and use its illicit services decide how their resources are spent. This is the promise of fiscal decentralization, a system that empowers local governments to better meet the needs of their people. In decentralized systems, local governments can become laboratories of innovation. From education to healthcare, local leaders experiment with new ways to deliver essential services, tailoring them to their community's unique challenges. But with this opportunity comes responsibility and the pressure to perform. Yet this journey isn't without challenges. The wealthier regions, able to generate more revenue, thrive. But for poorer communities, the risk of being left behind is real. Fiscal decentralization can deepen inequality, creating gaps that could divide a nation. The key to success lies in balance, ensuring that while local governments gain autonomy, they are supported with the tools, training, and resources they need to thrive. A system that works for everyone, not just a few, requires constant vigilance, collaboration, and a commitment to equity. In the journey of fiscal decentralization, there is a guiding star, the hope of a more accountable, transparent, and efficient government, one that brings the power to the people, lifting communities, igniting innovation, and ultimately shaping a fairer and more prosperous future for all. Across the globe, federations are bound by a common challenge: how to distribute power, resources, and responsibility in ways that unite diverse regions while celebrating their unique identities. Welcome to the fascinating world of comparative fiscal federalism, where the balance between autonomy and equity shapes the very foundation of governance. In Germany, this balance is woven through a meticulous system of shared taxes, a federation where wealthier states contribute to support those in need, ensuring that no region is left behind in the race toward prosperity. It's a model that blends solidarity with shared responsibility. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic in the United States, fiscal federalism takes on a different form. Here, states possess significant autonomy, crafting their own paths to innovation and governance. Yet with this freedom comes the challenge of disparity, ensuring that opportunity and quality of life don't depend on where you live. In India, a nation of vast cultural and economic diversity, fiscal federalism reflects the delicate balance between regional autonomy and national coherence. Central grants and revenue-sharing mechanisms ensure that every state, from the peaks of the Himalayas to the shores of Kerala, has the resources to meet its people's needs. Brazil offers yet another perspective, where states and municipalities enjoy considerable fiscal independence. But this autonomy, coupled with significant regional disparities, requires a delicate coordination of resources to ensure that inequality doesn't widen. From the intricate equalization of Germany to the decentralized innovation of the United States, from India's balance of development needs to Brazil's pursuit of fiscal equity, each federation offers lessons in the art of governance. The diversity of these systems highlights a key truth: there is no one-size-fits-all approach to fiscal federalism. In this evolving world of fiscal federalism, one constant remains: the pursuit of equity, efficiency, and innovation. As nations continue to refine their systems, the lessons from this global symphony of governance will guide them toward a future where every region can thrive. Across the globe, a quiet revolution is underway. A revolution not of politics, but of progress. In an era where transparency and innovation reshape the foundations of governance, intergovernmental fiscal relations are being reimagined. This is the new frontier in how nations, states, and communities manage public resources. Imagine a world where every dollar spent by governments, every tax allocation, every community project becomes visible in real time. Open data platforms are transforming the way we hold leaders accountable, making governance an open book. Citizens are no longer passive observers, but active participants in the fiscal process. From blockchain ensuring that funds reach their destination without delay, to artificial intelligence predicting fiscal trends, technology is now at the heart of fiscal innovation. It's not just about efficiency, it's about unlocking potential and transforming governance at every level. And the future of fiscal decision-making, it's in the hands of the people. Participatory budgeting gives power back to communities, allowing citizens to decide how public funds are spent, making government more responsive to their needs. In an interconnected world, fiscal boundaries no longer stop at borders. Governments are forging innovative cross-border agreements, tackling shared challenges like climate change, economic crises, and joint infrastructure projects. Collaboration is the key to resilience, and in this evolving fiscal landscape, cooperation is rewriting the rules. This is the dawn of a new era, where intergovernmental fiscal relations are no longer confined by old rules. Innovation is lighting the way forward, creating more transparent, equitable, and resilient systems of governance. In this world, we are all part of the fiscal equation. In the world of national economics, navigating fiscal imbalances is like steering a ship through treacherous seas. The stakes are high. Missteps could lead to financial ruin, but with skill, foresight, and a steady hand, the ship can be steered towards calmer waters. When a government's spending surpasses its income, it faces an imbalance, an economic storm that threatens to derail stability. Public debt accumulates, investment stalls, and inflation looms large. The question becomes, how do you balance the ship before it's too late? The answer lies in careful strategy. Diagnose the problem, trim the sails, and set a new course. But finding that balance requires tough decisions. Public services may face cuts, taxes may rise, choices that are rarely popular, yet often necessary. Yet managing fiscal imbalances is not just about cutting costs, it's about long-term vision. By investing in growth drivers like innovation, infrastructure, and education, governments can build a stronger economy, one capable of weathering future storms. At the same time, managing debt effectively ensures the ship stays afloat. Restructuring loans, renegotiating terms, and easing repayment pressures can provide the breathing room needed to focus on rebuilding. Managing fiscal imbalances is a journey, one marked by difficult decisions, transparency, and a commitment to long-term stability. It's about steering the economy through stormy seas and ensuring it emerges stronger, ready for the challenges of tomorrow.